This ad didn't just sell a product, it completely rewired human behavior. Before DeBeers came out with the "A Diamond Is Forever" campaign, people got engaged all the time without needing a diamond ring. Sorry to tell you guys and gals and everyone out there trying to buy an engagement ring for your special someone. So anyway, spoiler alert, if you're upset or annoyed with the thought that you have to do that and spend 2 months salary or whatever the hell they think you should spend, if you're annoyed, if you want to know who to get annoyed with, it's De Beers. But what they did is actually pretty brilliant from a human insight and psychological level when it comes to advertising, because they took an emotion, which is love, and they attached an object to it to kind of illustrate love. That love is should be long lasting, not just long lasting, but should last forever. And how do you show that it should last forever? Well, we're going to show you with this diamond. So anyway, let's watch the tape and we will review.
The diamond engagement ring. How else could 2 months' salary last forever?
How else would 2 months' salary last forever? So again, what they did was really interesting. The thought of a diamond is forever. So they brought several layers to this component. From a literal standpoint, a diamond will physically last forever, right? It is a stone, but it's not going anywhere unless you lose it, unless it goes down the drain. But even then, it might just be lost, but it's still there somewhere, right? But in any case, it will physically last forever, and emotionally, you're making the connection that your love will last forever. That's really what you're trying to do, right? Again, another insight that I wrote down for this is that people desire symbols to commemorate the most significant life moments, and a lifelong commitment like marriage deserves such a thing, right? Including a diamond. So that's what they were trying to do. De Beers way back in the day, they're like, we have to figure out a way to sell more diamonds. How are we going to do this? Well, they knew that they had to attach an emotion behind it, and that's the beauty of psychology and advertising, right? What is the insight we talk about on this channel? Well, the insight is understanding human behavior, understanding universal truth, right? You have the human behavior, universal truth on this side. On this side is the benefit, right? What's in it for me? And then you bring them together. I keep bringing up the Snickers one because it's just such a great campaign in that regard, right? Human behavior, or the insight in the human behavior. When people get really hungry, they get very hangry, and they get very irritable, and they don't act like themselves. Human behavior. Benefit, what's in it for them? Snickers will satisfy their hunger. Ergo, the Snickers bar will eliminate the hanger and allow them to be themselves and not, so make the connection. What is De Beers doing over here? Well, what is the insight? Again, people want to commemorate their love, right? And they want that love to last. When you're proposing for marriage, right? You're doing your vows and doing all that. You're professing your love and you're saying, my love is going to last forever till death do us part, right? Literally to the end, right? So if my love for my soon-to-be wife is going to be there forever, which it is. Love you, baby, if you're watching, right? If it's going to be there, not if, when it's going to be there forever. Well, what is the symbol that is associated with that? In this regard, it is a diamond ring, right? It is a physical representation of that, right? So that's what they did here. It was actually pretty brilliant. This campaign ran for a very, very, very long time, and before this campaign, it was a huge success. A lot of people were not buying diamond rings after this, but 80% of people started buying diamonds, and for engagements, and that's where it started. And this is just a perfect example of understanding simple human behavior and attaching it to your brand and having beautiful results thereof. Let's see here. What do I have here? Da-da-da-da. Yeah, people fear emotions are temporary. Love can fade. Words can be broken, but diamonds are physically permanent, right? So what they did was they transfer the permanence again. Like I said, transfer the permanence from an object to an emotion. brought them together, right? Easier said than done, right? I mean, on this video is gonna be maybe about 5 minutes long, give or take. So it's like it's not that easy to be like, oh yeah, here we go, let's put this together. It takes time, it takes research, right? Breaking everything down. Like what are the features of our product? What are the benefits of our product? What are the problems these benefits and everything solve? Right? And then what are the human associations that we can attach to that, right? How do people think when it comes to love? Like, what are all the feelings they have? What are all the emotions associated? The good, the bad, the ugly, right? What do people, what makes their hearts explode with joy? What fears do they have? Well, again, they have fear that love will fade, right? Words can be broken. I can say I love you forever, right? The words can, unfortunately, they can fade, right? But by having that ring is forever. So therefore, the love is forever, right? Not always the case, but for our purposes here, it made that perfect connection. So every single person who buys a ring now for the significant other in preparation for marriage is illustrating that. And by putting that ring on your to be spouse's finger, you're professing your love, but you're also saying, "My love is forever." You're already saying that again in words, right? In church or wherever you're doing your vows, right? But this is the physical manifestation of that, and that's why this campaign worked so well. Brilliant. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you today. But just keep your eye out. I got some fun stuff coming your way. My course is coming out very shortly, as well as a coaching program I got going on where I can sit one on one with you and in a group setting and actually go through these things for campaigns you're working on, stuff you might have done in the past. To really help you come up with really stronger strategies, 10x your thinking. If you're a creative or if you're a creator, if you're a creator itself, you have your own brand. How can you boost your own brand by tapping into not only your own personal story, but what you're trying to say by understanding who your audience is and all that stuff. And if you're a strategist yourself, let me help you create the best damn strategy so the creatives absolutely love you. All right. That's about it for today, folks. Yeah. Have yourself a great day, and remember, diamonds are forever. So, if you want to get mad at anybody, it's DeBeers. All right, everybody, take care.